Which leaves only the rumor mill, nerds. In the rumor mill this week, we have some Mortal Kombat 1 leaks to talk about. We also have F-099 leaks to talk about, as well as rumor around the Avengers Secret Wars. This is a new rumor, not revisiting old stuff. So let's get into it. Hello, nerds. I know what you want. You're looking for the rumors, aren't you? Well, you've probably come to the right place, because that's what this is. This is the Rumor Mill. This is a section cut out of the much longer main episode over on the main channel, youtube.com/generallynerdy. The name of the show is The Week in Nerddom. We talk about all of the news related to nerdiness and pop culture and such. And then at the end of every episode, we talk about the rumors. And so you just found a cheat code and you went straight to the rumors section, which is, you know, all right. So let's just cut to the rumors now, shall we? First up, we do have news sources for old rumors. This one is Channing Tatum, rumored to be hitting the silver screen as Gambit once again. This one is according to IMDb, though IMDb is notoriously wrong on a lot of this kind of stuff, so take that what you will. That's the only news source, so let's get into actual new rumors. This first rumor is Mortal Kombat 1. This is a leak. This is a data mine leak, so very likely this is related to what's actually going to happen, though this one's a little bit different than previous leaks we've talked about gaming wise. It comes from many of the same sources who previously have leaked such information, but the nature of this one's a bit different. So previously we were able to see like the code behind character select screens, and then the abbreviated version of character names is what gave away who was going to be in the next combat pack or what have you, DLC and whatnot and so forth. So this one though comes from dialogue. This one comes from the script. Unused lines of dialogue is a little less certain that these things are going to come to fruition. Emphasis on little though, because a lot of this actually makes sense. So the list as it stands right now as of recording is as follows. Noob Saibot, Cyrax, Kotal or He-Man or Conan, Ghostface, unknown female character, Jade, Cassie Cage, and Kung Jin. Those are all the rumored characters that are going to be coming in what is presumed to be a Combat Pack 2. Now, let's discuss this ever so briefly. So what we know of Combat Pack 1, at least two of those characters, three of those characters. At least three of those characters factor into the story. Two of them very heavily factor into the story. One of them, the story kind of revolves around to a minor degree as far as like who the villains are. So the DLC fighters are not afraid to be in story mode. We also know that the story mode for Mortal Kombat 1 ends fairly abruptly. It kind of doesn't really satisfy as well as it should, which kind of lends itself to make one wonder if maybe there's not going to be another story DLC, like I postulated about a month ago when all of these leaks and rumors started hitting the internet. So yeah, this is all starting to line up that we are going to see some story DLC, if not a Combat Pack 2, because I feel like there could be a Combat Pack 2 and also some story DLC. That's what we got with Mortal Kombat 11, and then COVID happened, so blah. But yeah, so the inclusion of Noob Saibot, I'm reading two names. The inclusion of Noob Saibot, Cyrax, who is going to be in his robot form, according to the leak. So Noob Saibot, Cyrax, probably Kotal. I would be very surprised if we saw He-Man or Conan instead of Kotal. So we'll see Kotal, and then we will probably see Cassie Cage, Kung Jin, and Jade as well in the continuation of the story. Those characters are all kind of already being hinted at and alluded to in the existing story, so it stands to reason that we will see them going forward with this story. So likelihood that these are accurate. I'm going to still put this rather high, even though the nature of this leak is a little bit different than previous leaks of the same class. We're still going 90%. I still very much believe that we will see all of these characters, though who the unknown female character is very much remains to be seen. I think Ghostface is a kind of an obvious cameo at this point, and I'm really curious who else other cameos might be. Because there's only technically one listed here. I don't believe that He-Man and Conan are going to be cameos, or not cameos, guest character fighters. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, we'll be keeping tabs on this one. But let's move on before I continue to ramble on about Mortal Kombat. Avengers Secret Wars is our next one. Ian McKellen is being rumored to be coming back to the role of Magneto in Avengers Secret Wars. I'm here for it. I think it'll be awesome. It is supposed to be a quick cameo. It's not that he's going to be on screen for like half the movie or anything like that. So his age is less of a factor, because a lot of people online have said, well, he's going to be like 90 years old. How are they going to do that? Because he doesn't have to like carry the movie. So yeah, 80% likely, I think Magneto is going to be, a version of Magneto is going to be represented by Ian McKellen. Are they going to use the actual actor? Hopefully. Will they use CGI? Possibly. But either way, we are going to see Ian McKellen's likeness as Magneto at least one more time in a movie in Secret Wars. About 80% likely. From there, we have a gaming rumor. We have all these gaming rumors. A gaming rumor, Outer Worlds 2, that has been announced and is currently in development. This one is going to support multiplayer for Outer Worlds 2. This one comes from a news source, so I'm not giving it a whole lot. But if I remember correctly, they were trying to do some sort of multiplayer for the first game, and what with them being kind of in competition with the Fallout franchise, you know, because Obsidian used to do Fallout before Bethesda bought the rights. Yeah, it just kind of stands to reason that they'll do something with multiplayer to stay relevant, because while a great, robust single-player game is very welcome, I would also like the other bits, and I'm sure I'm not alone in that. So, likelihood, though, for this one, because, again, new source, and also just can't really substantiate this from anyone else. We're going 65%, which is pretty low for a gaming rumor. Our next rumor is also a gaming rumor. This one is F099. We talked about this previously in the gaming section. We have a new leak data mine situation that reveals that there is code existing in the game that alludes to arcade mode and survival mode for F099. This very well could be a thing. Also, this very well could be ideas that they were working out and then just the code remained in the game, which would not be the first time such things have happened. So I want to believe that the more mode options is the way this is going to go. So 80% likely that we will actually see more than just the Battle Royale in F099. From there, we have one last rumor, and that is a new Doom game called Year Zero. We talked briefly in the gaming section about the epic Microsoft leak, and part of that was a few games, the most notable of which is Doom Zero. According to the leak, it is going to be a new... that's all we actually know is the game title, but if you infer a little bit from the title, previously the Year Zero moniker that has been given to other IPs has been a telling of the origin story, a proper telling of the origin story. Whereas, you know, instead of just alluding to the history, we're actually witnessing the origin. So, seems possible, but considering Phil Spencer's address to all of the leak situation, I feel like that drops this one a little bit. So we're going about 60% likely for that one, just because it seems like that could have just been an idea kicking around that maybe somebody saw in some emails and kind of started to run with it. Though it would be awesome, considering the state of the Doom franchise, it would be pretty freaking cool to actually see a proper origin story for that situation. I'm not going to hold my breath. So yeah, that's what we got for... Once again, these were the rumors from the most recent episode of The Week in Nerddom, found over on the main channel, youtube.com/generallynerdy. The name of the show, once again, The Week in Nerddom. Come back next time, because we got lots more rumors to debunk or possibly give some credence to, or what have you and whatnot. Before we go, though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.